Hello, it is Wednesday, October 1st, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday crossword today, so I'm going to be solving a midweek, mid-difficulty themed crossword, and I'm going to solve it normally, so that'll feel like a luxury after yesterday's very difficult for me a cross-only solve. And today's luxurious edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Brett Sandman, Lunar Society champion, and, as always, the indomitable showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. Their generous support, of course, sustains and supports this channel. I really do appreciate that sustenance and support. Thanks to them and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find bonus videos, including the patron Q&A video that went up for the month of September just a few days ago. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, there's the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. All right, let's get on to today's crossword. This is a Wednesday-themed construction by Neville Fogarty, who's constructed around a dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. Sits up and asks for table scraps, say. Sounds like a dog that begs. Stole from a show, a boa, so it could be a stole in the sense of a, wrapped garment, a sort of, big scarf-like garment. From a show, maybe a fashion show or a drag show or something like that. Okay, screw up could be to make a mistake. Keepsake after a rookie's first touchdown. I don't know, actually. This is probably obvious if you follow the NFL, but I do not. Let's see. Kind of vaccine, an oral vaccine. Sneaky so-and-so. A sly fox, maybe? Oh, look at this strange clue. Our elite soldier from Germany. It looks like army something. Why is Germany in all caps? I don't know what that means. Game something. Keepsake after a rookie's first touchdown. Oh, maybe the game ball. That would make sense. So what about this then? A monastery head. Yes, an abbot would be the head of a monastery. Okay, blackjack half. Ace? What does the half mean? I don't actually know. Rugged rock face. This doesn't look right. Maybe it's not a sly fox, but a sly dog. Yeah, because a crag could be a rugged rock face. Okay, so blackjack half is ace. Why is that half? Why is ace half? I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry, that's probably an extremely obvious thing, but for some reason I don't get it. Okay. Spanish for tar. Brea, like La Brea tar pits, the tar pits. Reef lurker would be an eel. And here's another one of these. Sci-fi attack from Slovenia. Oh, I wonder if we're going to anagram the letters in here somehow, or maybe use them as a letter bank. So there's a concept. I don't know if this is going to be relevant. You've got an anagram, which is when you rearrange the letters of a given word. So you use each of the letters from that word the number of times that they're used in the original word. But there's also a concept called a letter bank, which you encounter much more infrequently, which is that you can use the letters in the starting word individually any number of times. So you can repeat the same instance of a letter in the word. So is that going to be something here? Army, elite soldier from Germany. I don't know. Sci-fi attack from Slovenia. Alien something. Well, it could spell alien invasion. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I think that might be what this is. I think this might be as I described, I believe it's called a letter bank. We can use all the letters in Slovenia, and we can use each of them as much as we want. You can see we've used three I's, despite there only being a single I in Slovenia. But we're only using letters from that or starting word. So what is the army thing? Here we go. Splinter and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, e.g. I never actually watched this, even though it was very popular when I was a child. I just sort of didn't happen to see it. But Splinter is probably a rat. I'm pretty sure there was a rat in that show, so that's probably right. It's famously sealed with red wax, Edam cheese. An IRS agent asking you to buy gift cards, e.g. That's a scam for sure. Okay, what is this? Elite soldier from Germany. Army. Oh, I can't believe I can't see what that is still. M&M's color replaced by blue in 1995. I think I've learned this from the crossword, that there used to be a tan M&M candy. Oh, Army Ranger. There we go. Okay. Army Ranger is an elite soldier from the letters in Germany. An alien invasion is a sci-fi attack from the letters in Slovenia. There we go. So is this going to be another one of these? It is. Vessel for cooking rice from Nepal. Paella pan? Oops. Yeah, I think that's right. It's nice to be able to create such, a reasonably long phrase from such a short source word. Okay, there we go. So are there any more of these? Fighting style from Oman. Mano a mano? Hand to hand? Does that count as a fighting style? Maybe. Seasonal precipitation from Suriname. Something rain. Or maybe rain something. Seasonal precipitation. It's not winter. It's not autumn. Oh, summer. Summer rain. Okay, there we go. We might have solved all of those now. Unless there are some in the downs. But let's keep going with the rest of the solve. Whoa. OMG, maybe, sort of in texting language. Let's see if that actually works. Reason for a school closing. Yeah, storm. School could close because of a storm. Candy brand with a big cup variety. Not familiar with that. Fungus with a pitted cap. Morel mushroom. What Stan Lee has in many a Marvel movie. Yeah, Stan Lee famously makes a cameo in many Marvel films when he was still alive. So candy brand with a big cup variety must be Reese's. Oh, I see. A Reese's peanut butter cup. There's a particularly big cup. Okay, that'll be it. Shipping route. A sea lane, probably. Just about. I don't know. Boxer who retired undefeated 24-0 in 2007. Layla Ali. Yeah, there we go. She comes up reasonably frequently in the New York Times crossword. I haven't seen her in here recently, but I bet that's correct. Shopper's reminder. A list of things to buy. From the beginning, you do something new, you do it from the beginning, you do it all over again. Sister brand of slush puppy. I think that's maybe a blended ice drink. I've never actually encountered, I don't think I've ever seen this in the world, but I'm pretty sure I've encountered it referenced before, and it's like an icy or a slushy. Okay, so a kind of fruit-flavored ice drink. With an implication of shouting, say, in caps, in capital letters. Spotted attending. If someone was spotted attending someone was seen at that event. Most middle schoolers are tweens, like 11 or 12-year-olds. A schooner has at least two of them, masts, a two-masted ship at least. Just about would be almost, I see, okay. Note above fa, sol, this is in the solfege system of music notation, so do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Sol can be so or sol. Still on in a way. It's safe, as in, are we still on? Are we safe? It doesn't sound quite right. Still on. Sane? It doesn't quite work for me either. Nimble finger, maybe it is safe, because nimble fingered could be deft. If you're deft at performing a particular task, you could be said to have nimble fingers. So still on in a way. I think it must be safe. Shower affection on would be to dote on, and the on in parentheses means we're going to apply it both to the clue and the answer. So to shower affection on someone is to dote on them. Power to remove a nomination for eviction on Big Brother. A vote. Desert. No, sorry, it's to desert someone is to abandon them. There we go. Attics often have lots of them. Webs, cobwebs, maybe? Spa treatment familiarly would be pedi, as in a pedicure. In a spa, takes gold. If one takes gold, one wins the competition. Its roles include the kings of both Egypt and Ethiopia. That would be the opera Aida. So move in which a skier leaves the ground. I don't know this one. What about this? Blank Robinson, role in The Graduate. I've seen... Oh, Mrs. Robinson, of course. Yes, of course. That's the Anne Bancroft role. Yeah, that's a great film. And move in which a ski... I think I... never mind. I was going to go off on a tangent. It's unnecessary. Move in which a skier leaves the ground. I don't know. Oh, an aerial move. There we go. That's what it is. Okay. Can't wait for the next episode. I'm hooked on this TV show or whatever. Japanese beer brand Asahi. Encounter that often in Japanese restaurants. Dutch beer brand. Oh, there we go. Amstel. There's a nice cross there. Japanese beer brand and Dutch beer brand. Chinese monastery known for its style of kung fu. Shaolin. Yeah, Shaolin Kung Fu. You do hear about that. Desert whose name comes from the Arabic for desert of the Sahara. So we had another case of that, didn't we? Yeah, we had Brea, although that wasn't expressly mentioned in the clue, but we do have the La Brea tar pits. Anyway. Bulletin board sticker would be attack, like a thumbtack. And painkiller brand that sponsored the first TV sitcom. Interesting fact. The first TV sitcom. Wow, I wonder what that was. It's probably not something that is watched much anymore. I don't know. Toledo's Lake would be Lake Erie, I would say. And then finish a fight is to... No, finish a flight, sorry. Like a bird or a plane would land. And then Anacin is the painkiller brand. All right. It felt like that's what it was going to be. Anacin. That must have been quite a while ago if it sponsored the first TV sitcom, but it sounds exactly like how medicines are still named. Okay, river through 4 European capitals, the Danube. Okay, receded. If, tide receded, it ebbed, for instance. So pinch penny is a miser. Scrooge looks at a Nook, say. So in capital, capitalized, Nook suggests a brand name, so it's the e-reader, competitor to the Kindle. So if one looks at a Nook, one reads a book. Wharton offering in brief is an MBA, Master's in Business Administration. TV's Chicago Med. I don't recognize it, but that sounds like a medical show of some sort. It's fine. Gets hitched. If someone gets hitched, one weds. Greeting from Bowser. I'm not sure what we're looking for there, sorry. Greeting from Bowser. Don't know what that means. Is it Bowser, the character from the Super Mario games? I don't know what we're looking for. Suiting the needs of. If something is suiting the needs of something, it's apt? No. Summer rain, that must be right. Suiting the needs of. It's for you. It's suiting the needs of you. Gillian Flynn, author of Sharp Objects. I remember reading that when it came out, I think. And then they made it into a TV series as well. Online subscription service since 2016. I'm sure this will be obvious, but I can't think what it is. Paper or plastic, say. A noun? The 2 N's, that's my first guess. Either of those is a noun. Go ahead. A-okay? That's not right. Oh, the nod. You give something the nod. You give it the go ahead. Part of a Cub Scout pack. A den? I never did scouting, but you hear about dens, don't you? Part of a Cub Scout pack. That must be right. Let's see. School supply that might come in stick form. Glue stick. So, online subscription service. Is it OnlyFans? Is that a subscription service? Is that what that is? You do hear about OnlyFans. In fact, I think it might be, I think it's one of the UK's most successful internet companies, or it's the most successful. I saw it, I don't know, a headline, I guess. I didn't read the whole article, but there was something about how it was, I didn't even realize it was a UK company with it until I saw that. But anyway, apparently very, very successful. Greeting from Bowser. Oh, is it just a sort of a generic dog name? Woof. Blank Estefan, Miami Sound Machine vocalist. Gloria Estefan. Okay, FAQ page contents are why can I not see what this is? Sorry. I don't know. So it's ridiculous that I can't figure that out. Hypotheticals are ifs. Oh, info. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. FAQ. Right. A frequently asked question page will have information. And then what's not to like, you might ask rhetorically. And finally, number 2 abbreviation would be your assistant. And there we go. That is the Wednesday crossword. There we have it. All right. So it's interesting. We never ended up having a revealer that explained this theme, which is intriguing to me. It's interesting because this letter bank concept is very rarely used. You just don't see it very frequently compared to, for instance, anagrams, which are much more common in puzzles generally. But managed to figure out. Yeah, do let me know how you fared with that. If that was something that was recognizable to you or not, and how quickly you were able to solve the theme. Because if you haven't encountered that concept, and I have to be honest, I very rarely have. You don't come across it frequently. But if you'd absolutely never heard of it, I think this might be a bit more confusing. But anyway, the elite soldier from Germany, an army ranger. The vessel for cooking rice from Nepal, paella pan. Sci-fi attack from Slovenia, an alien invasion. Fighting style from Oman, mano a mano. And finally, the seasonal precipitation from Suriname is summer rain. Very, very good. And it's interesting. It's such a specifically constrained theme because they're all obviously countries, but there's no sort of reference to that in Revealer. It's so interesting. It's just a very specific theme idea. It's incredibly specific and unremarked upon. And there we go. All right. Well, that was it. Let me know how you did fare with this one. That was an interesting Wednesday solve. And you can let me know in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Do consider subscribing to the channel if you've been enjoying these videos. Thanks to everybody who pushed the channel over 20,000 subscribers recently. Appreciate that very much. And I'll be back tomorrow to solve the Thursday crossword, another themed puzzle, possibly with a slightly more complex theme. We'll find out. Join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.